batter. Petty, don't matter. Far as the teller-tatter, I pray to God they rattle-tatter. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now I'm better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Denver Broncos and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Let's go. Here's the second-year man from Clemson, Travis Etienne. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. This defense for the Broncos, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And some room to run now. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
Shifts by him. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense. Able to stop this guy. Unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Zay Jones,
his second touchdown on the season.
And the Jaguars are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
At their own 26. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
This game, the 9th that the Jags have played here in London, you might know that Shad Khan, he's the owner of both the Jaguars and Fulham in the English Premier League on the soccer side of things. And this is the 3rd of 3 London games the NFL will play this year. But there is one more game to come over on the continent, the Seahawks and Bucks from Munich, Germany. The first time a regular season game will be played there.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Play action. Now Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Now Wilson. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Albert O. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I'm so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, 70 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the 10. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 22-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On 1st down, Wilson. Dancing to his left. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week as he's got a first down as well.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Wilson will throw again. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
They go option right on second and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Russell Wilson. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Ready?
They go play action now. Lawrence. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. The Jaguars looking for a 5th win of the season in this one. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. 52 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Etienne up the middle. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
A shotgun snap and again to Etienne.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And Ingram hauls it in.
And he is going to have a Jags first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And there's a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
On first down, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
And to throw again is Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with Etienne.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Patterson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Wilson. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Again, Wilson. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Flushed out right. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage are so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. K'Lavon Chaisson, the former first-rounder, in there to get the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Lawrence. This complete to Jones. And they'll work this down inside the 30. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And they'll run with Etienne. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd and goal from the 1. One more time with Etienne. Bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the offense will hold on to this one right at the 5-yard line. Lucky there. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. Now Lawrence. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And some room to maneuver. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Chase Edmonds, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. McManus's point after is good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Lawrence will throw. Complete to Jones. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Got it.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Lawrence. Crossing route, and he hits his man. It's Jones. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple on what should be the final play of the first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard. And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense? From the 27, Wilson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete. On third down, Wilson. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage. Edmonds running out of the shotgun, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton.
Calling a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They'll go option to the short side. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
Hey, zero.
From the 27, Wilson.
That's out to the flat for Edmonds.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
Another carry now for Edmonds. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
111 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Edmonds will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point from McManus is good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From the 6. And able to get this out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, and now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
No surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Again, it's Lawrence. And Jones has it over the middle. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. Fourth down. Here's Logan Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
On first down, Wilson.
They'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Back to the ground on first down, Edmonds. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Second down, here's an option right. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Jags are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. The left side completion to Jones. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
And just a yard to go here on second down. Running out of the gun with ETN.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Lawrence on third down.
incomplete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Caught on the right side by Jones.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Jaguars go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
This one taken just inside the 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Broncos send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Agnew now to return. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards.
And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
65 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Quickly, but it's incomplete.
When it's well executed, a wide receiver screen can often be a thing of beauty, but so many things have to go right in order to complete it. Blocking out in front, timing of the quarterback with the receiver, and oftentimes everything gets set, and guess what? They drop the football.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 15-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Handoff running left is Etienne.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Lawrence will throw.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marvin Jones. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jaguars have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Important extra point up and through, and they will take a 7-point lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. Chance to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down.
They'll get that complete to Albert O. And he is going to have a Broncos 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Here's Wilson.
He'll swing that out to Edmonds. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. One last shot for Wilson. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know what's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play call.
So for the Jags, that's now 5 wins on the campaign as they get the job done here. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10.